Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound, throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound, throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
Cody with the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
Cody with the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it up top. Fay at the buzzer.
Wow.
Hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed. Out to Connell, deep three.
Wow.
Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh,
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
you get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score. And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it up top. Fay at the buzzer.
Wow.
Hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed. Out to Connell, deep 3.
Wow.
Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh,
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound, throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's gonna win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field, found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice.
Good evening. Alongside videographer, producer Jack Simpson, Larry Kottner with you from Dunning tonight for the second round of the Class D2 8-man football playoffs on this special video-only broadcast on Sandhills Express. Good to have you along. Our matchup tonight featuring the defending state champions, the number 3 seed, the Sandhills Thedford Knights, 9-0 on the year, taking on 5-4 Axtell. They are the 14 seed. Our fine broadcast sponsors here of this video broadcast include Consolidated, Crossroads Auto, Harsh Mercantile, Security First Bank, Call's Garage, Sandhills Corral, Hoffman Ranch, With Love Co. Photography, Wayne and Terry Licking, Sandhills Public Schools, Ewalt's Grocery, Anthem Coffee, Thedford Lumber, Sargent Insurance, Western Nebraska Bank, KC Electric, Triple G Ready Mix, Norm's Auto Repair, Wayne Payne Well and Septic, The Spur, Higgins Ranch Company, Redwood Inn, Custer Public Power District, Duda Plumbing, and Bar None Enterprises. Be looking for each of those businesses' logos in the upper right-hand corner of this video broadcast. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors, Axtell. As we mentioned, 5-4 on the year. Mike Branstead, their head coach, assisted by Justin Swedberg. Also Dean Marsh, Nick Pearson, Jacob Sharp, and Trey DeBoard. They'll go this way at center. Preston LeClaire, 6 foot, 190 pound senior. At one guard, Caleb Kinshew, 5'10", 185 and a senior. John Lammers is the other guard, 5'9", 245 pound senior. At a tight end, Reese Hunt, 6 foot, 180, a junior. Noah Branstead, 5'5", 120 and a senior. The quarterback is Jake Halverson, 5'11", 175 pound senior. At fullback, Tristan Benson, 5'9", 180 pound freshman. And the running back is Elijah Bergstrom, 5'9", 175 and a senior. Now let's take a look at Sandhills Thedford. They'll go this way at the center position. It's Caden Zudevern, a 240 pound senior. Tyson Hickman, 280 and a senior. Getting the start at guard tonight, Aaron Hall, a 200-pound sophomore. At one end, it'll be Ross Martindale. He's a senior, 155 pounds. And the other starting in is Aiden Hall, 190 and a senior. In the backfield, quarterback is Kyle Cox, 4-year starter, or 3-year starter for Cox. He played a little bit as a freshman at quarterback as well. He's a 175-pound senior. At the fullback position, Carson Cooksley, 170 and a senior. And the running back is Mo Robinson, 195-pound junior. Tyson Cox is the head man for Sandhills Thedford. The assistant coach, they include Cade Picorni, Russell Licking, and Jake Trosper. So that is a look at your starting lineups for both Axtell, 5 and 4, the number 14 seed, and Sandhills Thedford, the number 3 seed. They are 9 and 0, trying to get back to the state championship once again this year. They won it last year in a game over Wynot. They have rolled through most of their regular season. Ainsworth gave them a tight game early in the year. For Axtell, they lost their first 4 games, but they have been hot of late as they have won their last 5. We get you ready for this state playoff action in Class D2. And coming up next will be the national anthem as we get you ready for this matchup.
At this time, we ask that you please rise with gentlemen removing cover as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. The anthem this evening is being performed by the Sandhills Thedford Knights Pep Band.
The Sandhills Thedford Pep Band with their national anthem ahead of tonight's D2 matchup between Sandhills Thedford and Axtell. We'll have the game coming up for you next here on this exclusive video broadcast on Sandhills Express.
Axtell won the toss and has elected to defer to the second half. Sandhills Thedford will receive the opening kickoff. Back deep to receive.
We welcome you back here to Ron Mahaffey Field in Dunning as we get you ready for tonight's second round matchup in the D2 football playoffs between Axtell and Sandhills Thedford. In the white uniforms will be the Wildcats going right to left. They won the toss, deferred to the second half. The Knights will take the football. It'll be Benson to kick it off, taken by Cox back at about the 5-yard line, up across the 10, 15, 20, down the right sideline. Good gain out past the 25 to about the 26-yard line, and that is where Sandhills Thedford will open up their drive for the first time here tonight. Game time temperatures in the low to mid 50s, and they expect to drop into the 40s as the sun goes down during the contest. Ball will be marked on the right hash mark. In the backfield for Sandhills Thedford, Kyle Cox. Back there with him will be Mo Robinson and Carson Cooksley. And it'll be Cox coming out of the gun. 3-man front going to be shown by Axtell as the officials find the proper placing of the football between the 25 and 26-yard line. Cox out of the gun, works it off to the left, down to the right, breaks a couple tackles. He's into the open. 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kyle Cox on the opening play from scrimmage. Takes it 54 yards to the end zone. And 16 seconds into this ball game, it's Sandhills Thedford out to an early lead. Kyle Cox just simply took it up the middle, saw he didn't have a hole, followed his blockers, took it to the outside, and he went the distance, 54 yards on the play, and they'll go for 2. 3 wideouts to the right, ball is a low snap, but Cox picks it up, throws across the middle. It'll be knocked away on the 2-point conversion. The attempt that time was intended for Ross Martindale. So the 2-point conversion no good, but early on, Sandhills Thedford with a 6-0 lead on Axtell on the 54-yard touchdown run by Kyle Cox. Teeing it up for Sandhills Thedford will be Caden Zudevern at his own 30-yard line, back deep for Axtell. Elijah Bergstrom ran for over 200 yards last week in their game in the first-round playoff against Mullen, and that kick by Zudevern will go into the end zone. Wildcats will have a first down and 10 at their own 15-yard line, now trailing 6-0. Axtell, as I mentioned, Bergstrom over 200 yards of rushing last week, but in the 5 wins that they've had here in the last 5 weeks, he has rushed for 1,057 yards, averaging over 200. We'll see how he goes against this Sandhills Thedford defense. Give is to the up man, not much running room that time for the fullback, Tristan Benson. And maybe about a gain of a yard. It'll bring up, they're going to say no gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10 for the Wildcats at that point. Ball in the center of the field. Coming out wide to the left side will be Branstead. Now also joining him now in the slot will be Bergstrom. Quarterback out of the gun, that's Jake Halverson. Now in motion, Bergstrom. And Halverson will keep. He'll gain a couple. Get about 3 yards on the play. Mo Robinson in there on the stop. Also helping out was Tyson Hickman. It's a gain of 3, almost 4 yards. Third down along 6 for Axtell at their own 19-yard line. Again, if you're just joining us and you look at the score up in the corner, yeah, that's right. Kyle Cox, 54 yards on the opening play from scrimmage. And now movement in the backfield. Benson jumping too soon. That'll cost the Wildcats 5 yards. And mark it back to about the 14 and bring up 3rd down and 11 for Axtell. Winner of this match advances to the quarterfinals next Friday night. And it will be against either Riverside, the higher seed, the 6th seed, or the 11 seed Creighton. And Creighton would host either of these teams if they win, and Riverside would be on the road against either of these teams. Out of the gun, Halverson looks deep. He's got plenty of time. Rolls to the right, now wants to take off and run, and a good open field tackle. Mo Robinson stepping up to knock him down. It looked like Halverson might have some running room, but Robinson closed the gap, cut him off, and kept him to about a 3-yard pickup. And it'll bring up 4th down and 8 for the Wildcats at their own 17-yard line. Punting situation, Benson, just a freshman, but a big kid, 5'9", 180, stands at his own goal line, and he'll punt. It's a good snap, not much pressure. It's a low kick. Back for, it'll be Anderson. It gets kind of past. That's Carter Anderson, a freshman. Looked at it. Oh, no, they say it did touch him. They're going to say that it did touch him. He's coming over to talk to the coaches and said, I did not touch it. But when he went near it, and he swears he didn't touch it, but the official says, yes, you did. Axtell covers it, and so it'll be a turnover. And the Wildcats with a big break here. Great field position at the 17-yard line of Sandhills Thedford. Halverson back out there, out of the eye. They'll do a deep pitch. Nice cutback by Bergstrom. He'll take it inside the 15. Looked like he might have some running room. It takes it down to the 13. That closed off quickly by Aiden Hall, the 190-pound senior. It's a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 for Axtell at that point. 9:20 to go, opening quarter. Sandhills Thedford on top 6-0, but a muffed punt by the Knights is setting up the Wildcats in good field position. In motion goes Bergstrom. They fake the give. Halverson with the keep. He'll take it for a few yards down to about the 10. It looked like he might have a bit of an opening, and it closed off again. It was Aiden Hall in there on the stop. 3rd down and a couple. Axtell needs to take it to the 8 for 1st down, and this is 4-down territory. Benson, the up man, Halverson under center. He'll give it off to Bergstrom. Bergstrom takes it down for a 1st down inside the 8 down to about the 7 or 6 yard line, and that'll move the chains for Axtell, keeps their drive alive. 1st down and goal for the Wildcats. 8:27 to go in the opening quarter. Sandhills Thedford struck early on a 54-yard touchdown run by Kyle Cox, but Axtell got a break on a muff punt. Now looking at a 1st and goal just outside the 6, running it to the right. Halverson trying to turn the corner, and he's knocked down after a short gain, and again spearing through to put the contact on him was Mo Robinson. Looked like he might have an angle, did Halverson, but it closed quickly. It'll be a 2-yard pickup down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal at that point for Axtell. Just underway here at Ron Mahaffey Field in Dunning. Lone setback will be Bergstrom in the slot. Benson, they'll give it off to Bergstrom off the left side. He'll take it down to about the 1-yard line. Anderson and Cox in there on the stop. They'll mark it at the 1, and so the Wildcats just outside the goal line. 3rd down and goal with 2 opportunities to try to stick it in and take advantage of the mistake. Up to the line of scrimmage. It'll be quarterback Jake Halverson. Halverson, deep pitch back to Bergstrom. He's got running room, takes it to the goal line. He is in there for the touchdown. And so Axtell with the answer at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. They got the advantage of getting the muffed punt at the 17 of Sandhills Thedford. They march at the 17 yards, and on a 1-yard touchdown run, it is Bergstrom who takes it into the end zone, Elijah Bergstrom. And now Axtell will go for the lead. They'll go for 2. Bergstrom in the slot left side. Benson wide out to the left. Lone setback is Halverson. In motion, Bergstrom. They'll run the option right side. Halverson to keep. He'll take it in and score the 2. So Axtell takes advantage of the mistake by the Knights, and they tack it in on a 1-yard run by Bergstrom and the 2-point conversion by Halverson. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. 8-6, Axtell on top.
Back deep to receive for Sandhills Thedford, number 5, Kyle Cox. To take it away for Axtell, number 16, Tristan Benson.
7 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. 8-6 now in favor of Axtell. Kicking it off will be Benson. It'll be taken by Cox near the goal line at the 1. Fumbled the ball, picked it back up at the 3, out to the right side, has a seam, across the 15, cuts it back, and they'll be brought down at about the 17, 18-yard line. In there defensively was Noah Branstead for the Wildcats. So the second drive for the Knights will begin at their own 18-yard line. Axtell has had the football most of this first quarter because Sandhills Thedford scored on their opening play, then threw a 3-and-out, but a muffed punt set up Axtell at the 17. They took advantage and have gotten the lead. Out of the gun, they'll go to Cox. Cox off the right side, breaks a tackle. Flag is down, and he'll go up across the 25 to about the 26. Halverson leading the way on the defense. We'll see what the flag is all about. And the head referee, that's usually in that spot where you might see holding, and it's back at about the 18. They're talking to Axtell, and it will be a hold against the Knights, and this one will be marched back. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go, opening quarter. It was 16 seconds deep into the game when Kyle Cox ripped off a 54-yard touchdown run, but then Axtell was able to tie it up on a 1-yard run by Bergstrom at the 7-minute mark and then take the lead on a 2-point conversion run by Halverson. So to bring up first down and a whole bunch, first down and 18, Cox fakes the run. Now he's going to run after looking at the pass. He's got running room across the 20, 25 to the outside, cuts between 2 players. He gets all the way up to near midfield before being brought down. That is a gain of about 30 yards on the play before he is brought down. No flags are down, so it'll be a first down and 10 for Sandhills Thedford at their own 39.5-yard line. Not quite halfway through this first period, we have already seen Kyle Cox being very dynamic in the run game. He has carried it all 3 times so far for the Knights. And as a quarterback, he will carry a heavy load in the running game for Sandhills Thedford. Out of the gun, backs are back there with him. They'll give it off. Robinson off the right side. He's got running room, breaks the tackle, 30. He'll take it inside the 20 and all the way to the touchdown into the end zone from 40 yards out. Mo Robinson on his first touch of the night He'll give Sandhills Thedford back the lead at 12-8. And again, that blocking up front is where it all kind of begins. And once he scooted it to the outside and had a seam, Mo Robinson was able to take it the distance. They'll go for two here. Out of the gun, it'll be Cox. Two running backs in front of him. He'll scoot to the outside and just waltz into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Cox will add the 2 points. And a flag is down, though. We'll see what this is all about. Looks like they're talking to Axtell. And it'll be a holding on Axtell, so take the points off the board. And the Knights will have to do this one again. They'll mark it all the way out to the 13-yard line. So they'll try the 2-point conversion again from there. They're going to go to the spread. Robinson and Cooksley out to the right side. Also Martindale. Hall to the left. He wants to go that way. Does Cox going for Hall? Or check that. That was Robinson. Over the shoulder trying to make the catch. He could not. And the 2-point conversion, no good. So the penalty does come back to bite the Sandhills Thedford Knights on that play. But Mo Robinson with a 40-yard touchdown run gives Sandhills Thedford a 12-8 advantage over Axtell. Caden Zudavern will kick off for Sandhills Thedford. And he'll kick it deep. Bergstrom will look at it, go into the end zone. Decided to stay away from it. His momentum would have been carrying him out of bounds at about the 1. So he let it go into the end zone, and that's where the Wildcats will have it for their third possession of the ball game. Now trailing 12-8. Just a little over halfway through this first quarter. Wildcats will come up to the line of scrimmage. Wide out to the left side will be Noah Branstead. Reese Hunt will be in tight on the right side. Halverson under center. Bergstrom will take the deep pitch off the right side. He's going to be undercut. Mo Robinson once again shooting across and making a great open field tackle. This one will be for a 4-yard loss back to the 11-yard line. Tell you, we have seen that 3 times now from Mo Robinson, where great speed, where it looks like maybe the running back has an edge, and he closes the gap and takes the proper angle to cut him down. 2 wideouts to the left side. Out of the gun, it's Alverson. Fakes the give. He'll keep it himself and fight his way forward across the 15 up to the 16. Got the yardage they lost on the previous play back, as well as gain a couple. They'll mark it closer to the 17. Well, now they'll mark it back closer to the 16. So to bring up third down, a short 9 if there is such a thing. 4:52 remaining in the opening quarter. 2 wideouts to the left side for Axtell. Halverson out of the gun, looks downfield, got time, almost intercepted. Getting his hands on it was Carson Cooksley, but couldn't reel it in at about the 22-yard line. But it'll bring up a 4th down situation for the Wildcats. And getting another opportunity to return it will be Carter Anderson, 145-pound freshman. And it will be another freshman kicking it. It'll be Tristan Benson for Axtell, standing just at his own 4-yard line. It's a good snap, good rush, gets it off. It's a low kick, and Anderson's going to get away from it this time, and it'll roll all the way down to the 24. That is where Halverson will down it, and Sandhills Thedford will take it over there at that point. First down and 10, leading 12-8 with 4:32 remaining in quarter number 1. A little bit of a reminder, Jack and I will be headed over to Greeley tomorrow for another video-only broadcast. That will be for the Sandhills Thedford volleyball team taking on Central Valley. Winner of that district matchup will advance to the state tournament next week. You can catch it on a video-only broadcast here tomorrow on Sandhills Express. It'll be Cox out of the gun, running it off the right side. Short gain up across the 25 to about the 26. John Lammers and Caleb Kinshew in there on the stop for the Wildcats. It's a gain of a couple. Brings up second down and 8. It's been a tight game so far. Sandhills Thedford, though, the 2 times they've had the ball, they have scored fairly quickly. Cox scored on his first touch. Robinson scored on his first touch. Now it's Carson Cooksley. He will not score on his first, but he'll pick up about 3 yards up to about the 30-yard line and bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Sandhills Thedford at that point. Beautiful night for high school football across Nebraska. Wind, just a light wind out of the northwest. Cox will keep it himself, trying to get the outside. He's got the first down. He may have more. He's inside the 30, tripped up, and it looked like he was going to go the distance, but just getting a shoestring on that one for Axtell. It was Luke Lopez who was able to get just a finger on him and stop him at the 25-yard line. But Sandhills Thedford will pick up the first down and keep their drive alive. Sun's starting to fade. It's still up in the air. Knights have been looking into it all this first quarter. Give is to Robinson. Robinson will take it for about 4 or 5 yards. Down just outside the 20-yard line at about the 20.5. It's a gain of close to 5. Let's call it second and a long 5 for the Knights. Clock moving at 2:46 to go in this first quarter. Again, Sandhills Thedford on top, 12-8. Out of the gun, Cox. He'll give it off right side. Robinson doing his magic, just following the blockers. Takes it down to the 17, 16-yard line. Kinshew in there on the stop. Also, Dominic DeJong, 5'10", 160-pound senior for the Wildcats. 12-8 our score. Sandhills Thedford. They've scored on their first 2 possessions. They could have had a third one, but a muffed punt actually allowed Axtell to get their 1 score. And that snap is way over the head of Cox, and he'll pick it up, elude 1 tackler. Now throw, got a man wide open. He finds his man down at about the 12, taking it for a first down to the 10-yard line is Carson Cooksley. Well, that's Kyle Cooks just being wise and aware of where his teammates are at. Got back to that ball as quickly as he could, fired it downfield, found the open man, first down and goal for the Knights. Cox out of the gun. He'll keep it himself up the middle. Scoots to the outside, dives for the end zone. Was he in? It looks like they're going to mark him just short at about the half-yard marker. So to bring up second down and goal for Sandhills Thedford. Closing minutes of this opening quarter. Everybody in tight, and Cox not going to go anywhere. That was a great job by the defensive front of Axtell. Leading that charge up there was Halverson. He led the charge to push back the line. I don't believe he actually got in on the actual end of tackle, but He's the player that pushed back the line and never allowed a hole for Cox. 3rd and goal. Cox will keep it again. They'll dive for the goal line, and this time he's in. Kyle Cox with his 2nd touchdown of the night. It comes with 54.2 seconds to go in the first quarter and extends the lead for Sandhills Thedford to 18-8. They'll go for 2. Cox will be out of the gun. 3 wideouts to the right. Mo Robinson, the lone receiver, to the left. They'll look that direction on the slant in. Robinson brings it in, and the 2-point conversion is good. On a 1-yard touchdown run by Kyle Cox, Sandhills Thedford ups their lead to 12. It's 20-8. Got the green bell, so we're good. We come back to Ron Mahaffey Field here in Dunning. 20-8 the score. Sandhills Thedford on top. It'll be Caden Zudevern to do the honors once again from his own 30-yard line. Puts the foot into it. This one's going to be a high arching one. Bergstrom will have a chance at a return from the 5 across the 15, 20, 25. Still on his feet across the 30, still on his feet. Makes a cutback and gets it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Did a great job of maneuvering around. It was Zudevern who finally brought him down. But it's a return of 33 yards by Elijah Bergstrom. And Axtell with pretty good field position in which to start this drive. Good crowd on hand here tonight, especially on the Sandhills Thedford side. Some folks have made their way up from Kearney County as well, the Axtell area, kind of on the edge of Kearney and Phelps County. Wide out to the left, I formation. Back to pass is Halverson. Didn't have anybody to go with. Now still trying to roll down or look downfield. Throws back. It's got Benson, and Benson gets free and makes the reception back at the 30-yard line. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and that was all Halverson scrambling to keep the play alive and then finding Benson. Cox brings him down immediately, but it's an 11-yard pickup and a first down inside the 31-yard line of Sandhills Thedford. Knights with the lead, 20-8. Axtell, though, has moved the ball at times out of the I formation. Give to the front man, that is Benson. Benson will take it inside the 30, down to about the 28. Gain of a couple on the play, and that should be the final play of the first quarter. After one in Dunning, Sandhills Thedford 20, Axtell 8.
At the end of the first quarter, Sandhills Thedford 20, Axtell 8. Other playoff scores in Class D2, Arcangels Catholic leads Twin Luke 14-0. Wynot defeats Hitchcock County 22-14. Riverside leads Creighton 30-0 near the end of the first quarter. And Overton leads High Plains Community at the end of the first 14-6.
We go to the second quarter, 22-8 the score in favor of Sandhills Thedford. Axtell facing a second down and 8 at the 28.5-yard line of the Knights. Lone setback is Bergstrom. He'll get the ball off the left side, pick up a couple, down to about the 25. Actually close to 3 yards on the play. In there defensively for Sandhills Thedford, Aaron Hall. It's a gain of about 3, third down and 5. Just underway here in the second quarter. The Knights with the 20-8 advantage on Axtell. Bergstrom will be the lone setback. Benson in the slot left side, and Bergstrom, he'll power his way close to the first down. Looks like he may have it down at the 20-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down and 10 for Axtell as they try to answer the score that Sandhills Thedford posted on their last possession. They got a good return on the kickoff of 35 yards by Bergstrom to set them up at their own 38-yard line, and they've moved it down to the 20 of the Knights. Out of the gun, Halverson. He'll give it up the middle. Not much running room for Benson, and Halverson also hit as Cooksley went in there thinking that maybe he had kept the ball. So it's a 1-yard pickup on the play. Brings up second down and 9. More than likely, the winner will host Riverside. We just heard a score. Riverside leading Creighton after the first quarter, 40-0. So more than likely, the winner of this game will be the host site against Riverside next week. It'll be keeper by Halverson's good speed inside the 5. Did he get in there? Yes, he did. That will be a 19-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson. And Axtell with the answer to stay close here in the second quarter to make it 20-14. And we'll see, they'll go for 2. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Wildcats. Lopez will go out to the left. Also Bergstrom and Benson, all three out there to the left. Hunt lined up on the right side tight. It'll be Halverson to keep. He's not going to go anywhere. He's going to be wrestled down by Hall after little to no gain on the play. So the 2-point conversion no good, but the 19-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson closes the gap. Your score, Sandhills Thedford 20, Axtell 14.
Back deep to receive for Sandhills Thedford, number 5, Kyle Cox. To kick it away for Axtell, number 16, Kristen Benson.
After the 19-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson, Tristan Benson has it teed up for the Wildcats of Axtell, and back deep, Kyle Cox, but he's going to look at this one go over his head and into the end zone. And the Knights will have it at their own 15-yard line, first down and 10. Yeah, when you look at the bracket, the number 3 seed is Sandhills Thedford, the 14 Axtell. So they'll be squared up in the quarterfinal against the 6 and 11. And the 6 is Riverside, who is running it up right now on the 11. Creighton 40-0 after 1. So more than likely Riverside would advance but either one of these teams would host them, and I'll explain why after this play. It'll be Kyle Cox keeping it, zips his way through, breaks away, still on his run, 35-40. He's going to pull away, 30, 20, cuts off to the right side. He'll take it the distance, 65 yards for Kyle Cox. No flags are down, and Sandhills Thedford with the quick answer to take the 26-14 advantage. Kyle Cox just makes it look easy. He's been doing this for 3 or 4 years now for the Knights. And he pulled away from the defense. One of the players was kind of breaking a little bit, and he just kind of cut off to the right, cut away the angle. And now Cox will go for 2 out of the gun. They'll go again for Robinson. Just throw it up. One-on-one coverage against Branstead over there, and he'll bring it in for the 2-point conversion. 10:05 to go, first half. On the 65-yard touchdown run by Kyle Cox, your score now, Sandhills Thedford 28, Axtell 14. Caden Zudevern has it teed up for Sandhills Thedford. Ready to kick it off from his own 30-yard line. Bergstrom and I believe Benson back there deep to receive this. It's going to be a short squib kick and taken by Branstead at about the 34-yard line. He'll bring it in and immediately go to a knee. They'll mark it back at the 33, but Wildcats with pretty good field position again in which to work with. Just outside their own 33-yard line with 10:05 to go in the first half. Sandhills Thedford, they have moved the ball very successfully, scored on every one of their possessions so far tonight. Axtell, though, has scored on a couple, but they have not been able to stop the Knights at all. Halverson runs the option. Back to Bergstrom. He'll pick up some yards when he cut back in. Take it up to about the 37-38. Cooksley and Robinson in there on the stop for the Knights. It's a pickup of 4, brings up second down and 6. So I mentioned that the Riverside being the 6th seed, the reason they would have to travel next week is Sandhills Thedford is the higher seed at 3, and Axtell, if they would come back and win, they have played their first this game on the road, so they would host next round. It's Alverson trying to get out of trouble and nowhere to go. He kind of kept running into his own man, John Lammers, back there, and that's going to be a loss back to the original line of scrimmage and beyond, back inside the 33. It'll bring up third down and 11. He was trying to find a way around his guard, and Sandhills Thedford just kind of had him locked in place and able to finally bring him down. Go under 9 minutes to go first half, 28-14. The Knights on top, trips off to the left side for the Wildcats. Out of the gun, Halverson looks across the middle. Plenty of time going deep. He's got a man out there and bringing it in, the freshman Benson. We've seen him pick up a couple of first downs, and he'll pick it up all the way down to the 18, but you got to give a lot of credit to Lammers and LeClaire and Kinshu up front for giving Halverson plenty of time to scope the field and then find Benson downfield for that first down. First down and 10 for Axtell at the 18-yard line. Bergstrom will dot the I. Benson up close. They'll give it. No, it'll be a keep by Halverson to the outside. He'll keep it himself close to the first down yardage. Nice play fake by Bergstrom to take it in, and then Halverson around the edge will pick up 9 on the play and bring up a second down in short situation. They'll mark it at the 10. Second down and about 1.5 yards to go for the Wildcats. They trail by 2 touchdowns, but it's been no more than that as they've been able to consistently move the ball. Halverson throws into the backfield, intercepted, taken out of there. And it's Kyle Cox inside the 5. He'll take it out above the 20, 25 to the 26-yard line. Picked it off at about the 1, returns it 24 yards out to near the 24. They'll mark it 26. And a big turnover, the first of the night for Axtell, and the first one forced by Sandhills Thedford. So first down and 10. Out of the gun, Cox, he'll give it off to Robinson. Robinson, a couple yards, maybe just a yard. Down there at the bottom of the pile was Bergstrom making the stop. Second down and 9. They'll mark it at about the 27-yard line. 7 minutes and 16 seconds before halftime. Winner of this advances to the quarterfinals 1 week from tonight. And again, either of these teams, if it is Riverside, it continues to win like they have been in the other game going on at the same time, that this winner would host as well. Out of the gun, Cox with the fake, throws it, got his man, Hall across the 40, steps out of bounds at about the 36.5. Lopez over there to help him out, but not until Sandhills Thedford picks up a first down. Ball will be placed at about the 36.5-yard line. And now the Knights with an opportunity with the drive here to take a 3-score lead. They have led by a score or 2 throughout most of this game. Axtell did have a small lead at 8-6, but it was brief. Back to pass, Cox going. He's got Robinson out there. Could not make the adjustment. Pretty good coverage by Lopez down at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 10. Cox had plenty of time, but again, Lopez, he's a senior. Gives up a little bit of height, gives up a little bit of muscle to Robinson, but he got himself in the right position to play that one defensively. And Mo Robinson will come out wide to the left. He'll go one-on-one with Lopez again. Out of the gun, Cox looks to the right, dances a little bit, runs, now throws. He's got a man wide open. Martindale at the 11, the 5, and down to the 2-yard line. Ross Martindale hauls it in. Bergstrom was able to run him down, but not until the Knights set themselves up first down and goal at the 2-yard line of the Wildcats. Beautiful fake. Looked like he might run was Kyle Cox. Then he decided to stop, pass, and Martindale was wide open. Ball on the left hash mark. Out of the 2, first and goal. And way over the head of Cox. They're going to have to run it down. Clear back at the 21, fakes the throw. Now looks, and now he'll just throw it away. Had a man in the area. That was Hall, Aiden Hall out there, but Cox just getting rid of the ball, trying to get the ball back to the 2-yard line and avoiding the sack. So bring up second down and goal, and that's twice now where we've seen the ball go way over the head of Kyle Cox. First time he did a great job of improvising and finding a receiver for a first down. This time he just throws it away. Out of the gun, high snap, he'll take it at the 9, and then he'll drive and take it into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run. Exactly halfway through this second quarter, Kyle Cox with another touchdown run, this one of 2 yards, and now that moves the score to a three-score advantage, 34-14, Sandhills Thedford. They'll go for two. Three wideouts to the right, one to the left again. This time Cox spinning, wants to throw, throws into the end zone's got a man there, makes a catch. That's Ross Martindale who hauls it in for the 2-point conversion. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 2-yard touchdown run by Kyle Cox. The 2-point pass to Martindale. Your score, Sandhills Thedford 36, Axtell 14. Still looks good. Still looks.
Back deep to receive for Axtell, number 10, Elijah Bergstrom, and number 14, Jake Halverson. To kick it away for Sandhills Thedford, number 38, Caden Zuderburn.
On the kickoff, it'll be taken by Axtell up to about the 15-yard line. Bergstrom on the return, and now the Wildcats facing a 22-point disadvantage and needing points. They have not been able to figure out how to stop Sandhills Thedford. All they can do is try to answer, but now down 22 here in the first half. Halverson out of the gun. Two running backs back there with him. They'll throw off the fake. He's got his man. That's Hunt. Hunt hauling it in at the 34, running it all the way out to the 39-yard line. A well-played play that time for Axtell. They went to the play action, and he executed it well to Jake Halverson to Reese Hunt for the gain of 24 yards, first down and 10 for the Knights. Check that, that's a gain of closer to 28 yards. So first down and 10, coming out wide to the right side, will Benson. Two to the left, back to pass. Halverson, he's had time most of the night, overthrows his intended receiver Benson at the 23 and almost picked off by Kyle Cox again. So it'll bring up second down and 10 for the Wildcats of Axtell. Again, Axtell started the season 0-4. Tougher portion of their schedule was at the first of the year, and then they reeled off 5 in a row, including the first round of the playoffs at Mullen last week by a score of 44-20. Sandhills Thedford has rolled throughout most of the year, had a tight one, a high-scoring affair that was close against Ainsworth. Throwback almost intercepted. Caden Zuderburn read that beautifully. It was intended for Bergstrom, but the only guy that really had a good shot at that was Caden Zuderburn, and he got a hand on it but couldn't haul it in. Third down and 10 for the Wildcats. 5:19 left here in the first half. (36-14) the score. Third down and 10. Out of the gun, it'll be Halverson. Fakes, looks, throws. He's got a man down there. Tipped by Robinson. It was intended for Benson, who's trying to throw it into triple coverage. The ball was on the money, but Robinson timed his jump beautifully to knock that one away and make it 4th down and 10 now for the Wildcats. And an interesting call here for Coach Mike Branstead of down by 22, whether he'll go for it or not, or try to pin Sandhills Thedford back. However, that hasn't mattered much in this game, as they've not been able to stop the Knights defensively. So they're going to show punt, though. But Sandhills Thedford not really buying it. It is a fake. It's a up-man delivery. He's not going to get the first down. Running the ball was Bergstrom. The snap was to him off the left side. He'll pick up about 5 yards, and that's it. Down to the 35. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Knights at that point. 5:06 remaining in half number 1. Sandhills Thedford led at the end of the first quarter by the score of 20-8. And they've outscored the Wildcats 16-6 here in the second, and trying to open it up just before halftime. Cox, the quarterback, two running backs, and again it's over his head all the way back to the 15. Looks downfield, wants to run, now looks to get rid of it, throws on the run. He's got a man, Carson. Cooksley could not haul it in at the 25. Carson Cooksley trying to catch that one just inside the bounds at the 25. Tell you what, that high snap has been a trouble for the Knights, but Cox has been able to improvise off of that and make plays where his team has an opportunity to make a big play. That time, Cooksley couldn't quite bring it in. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Sandhills Thedford. Cox again, high snap, but he brings it in, tries to get to the outside, eludes one tackler, and he's going to be hemmed in. That's going to be a loss. Great job defensively by Axtell. Finishing the job on the play was Nick Dahl, 5'8", 140-pounder. Also, the big guy, Landon Eckhoff, 6 foot, 300-pound junior in there on the stop. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 13 for Sandhills Thedford with 4:25 remaining in the half. Mo Robinson comes out wide to the left, wide to the right. Martindale in the slot. Hall along with Cooksley, a high snap. Cox able to bring it down, throws, going deep for Robinson, double team, went up and got it at the 22, falls ahead to the 20. 2 or 3 Axtell players around him, but Robinson went up high and brought it home. Mo Robinson showing his athletic ability on that one. So was Cox, though, because he had to tip that ball up to bring it back in without it going over his head again. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Knights at the 20-yard line. Cox back there about 7 yards back. He'll give it off the right side. Good running room for Carson Cooksley. Takes it inside the 15. They'll mark him right at the 15, say his knee went down at that point. And bring up 2nd down, a short 5 for Sandhills Thedford with 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Axtell won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball to begin the third quarter, but Sandhills Thedford trying to make it a 4-score game if they can here. Cox trying to get off to the right side, finds a seam, and he's got the first down to the 10-yard line. Didn't look like he had much of anything. Jake Halverson tripped him up, but that should be, well, I think they're going to say maybe just a little short. 3rd down, we'll see if they bring in the markers here. I think they're just going to go ahead and play it out. Clock moving. Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts here in the first half. Cox out of the gun, and he'll just run it up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down as he dives ahead to about the 6. Bergstrom in there on the stop defensively for Axtell, but not until Kyle Cox sets it up for 1st down and goal for Sandhills Thedford. Knights, the defending state champions in Class D2, walloped Wynot in the championship last year. By the way, why not this afternoon? Defeated Hitchcock County 22-14 to advance to the quarterfinals. That was an afternoon contest. Cox again had to go up high, but able to reel it in, gives it off to Robinson. He'll dance his way into the end zone. Touchdown. That'll be from 6 yards out. And Mo Robinson with his second touchdown run of the evening. And it comes with 2:02 to go in the first half. So the Knights now opening things up. And they'll go for 2. 28-point lead, and they're going to try to build on it. Martindale, Hall, and Cooksley out to the right. Robinson to the left. The lone setback is the quarterback. That is Kyle Cox across the middle. He's got a man wide open. They had a guard eligible, and hauling it in, Tyson Hickman for the 2-point conversion. And with 2:02 to go in the half, the Knights have opened up a 30-point advantage. It's Sandhills Thedford 44, Axtell 14.
Don't forget to stop by the concession stand during halftime. Grab yourself something to eat and drink. Concessions being run this evening, I should say, by the juniors and the journalism class. Back deep to receive for Axtell, number 10, Elijah Bergstrom, number 14, Jake Halverson. Kick it away for Sandhills Thedford, number 38.
Caden Zudevern will kick it off for Sandhills Thedford, who now leads 44-14. Zudevern, it'll be a short kick. And taking it about the 38, and the flag flies, and a legal procedure, offsides, false start actually, against the Knights. The whistle blew before the kick, so this will be, Axtell will not get the option here. It'll be a 5-yard mark-off back to the 25, and Sandhills Thedford will have to kick it again. We've seen them do this now twice. So it'll be Sandhills Thedford teeing it up again at their own 25-yard line. Zudevern ready to put the foot into the ball again. This time he'll spin it off to the left side, and it's covered at about the 39-yard line. Getting in there for Axtell was Dominic DeJong. 160-pound senior covering it. And again, though, Axtell with pretty good field position. Not sure why Sandhills Thedford choosing right now to kick it short on the last couple of times, but it'll be first down and 10 at their own 39-yard line. First down and 10, throw out into the flat, give off to the receiver, the throw to Noah Branstead. He'll pick up about 10 yards.
Pass complete from number 14, Jake Halverson, to number 8, Noah Brandt.
Gain of about 8 on the play, bring up second down. Well, they're going to mark it at about the 31. It's about a 9-yard pickup. Second down and 1, plus then a personal foul will go against the Knights. So Axtell in the red zone after the penalty, as it'll take it all the way down to the 16-yard line. And great field position with 1:55 remaining in the half. First down and 10. Axtell give off the left side, and not much running room for Bergstrom. He'll take it to the 14, maybe the 13. Pickup of a couple, second down and 8. Keep in mind both these teams have their full allotment of timeouts. As you're looking on the video, you can kind of see that the timeouts are up there on the scoreboard. Each with 3, minute 27 and counting. Axtell in no big hurry, facing a second down and 8. Out of the gun, Halverson. Fakes the give to Benson, now being chased, rolls to the right. Going to keep it, and he'll pick up some yardage inside the 15 to about the 12. And Axtell's going to use their first timeout. 1:06 to go here in the first half. 44-14. Sandhills Thedford on top. Knights on top of the Wildcats 44-14, but Axtell knocking at the door, facing a third down and about 6 to go from the 12. Out of the gun, Halverson in motion, Bergstrom. They'll run the option. Halverson's got some running room up the middle. He'll take it all the way down to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown. He found a beautiful hole off the left side and took it in from 12 yards out. And with 1 minute to go here in the first half, Axtell strikes. And keep in mind, they get the football to start the second half. 12 yards on the run. And they'll go for 2. Halverson fakes the give, keeps the option. He'll take it to about the 3, and that's it. He's not going to go anywhere. As coming up to close the deal was Carson Cooksley for Sandhills Thedford. But on a 12-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson, Axtell closes the gap. 1 minute to go in the first half. 44-20, Sandhills Thedford.
For Sandhills Thedford, number 5, Kyle Cox. To take it away for Axtell, number 16, Tristan Benson.
Axtell getting the 12-yard touchdown run by Halverson to close the gap at 44-20. Now Benson to kick it off with exactly a minute to go here in the half, and squib kick is going to be taken by Sandhills Thedford at about the 30-yard line. Anderson going to come up and cover it there. And the Knights will have 59.8 seconds in which to work. They, too, though, have their full alignment or allotment of timeouts available. Hall will come out wide to the left. Robinson's going out to the right. Martindale will stay in the tight end position. Cooksley slot right side. Cox out of the gun. It's a good snap. Has plenty of time looking down deep. Now going to be wrestled around. He gets out of the trouble and then scrambles for the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 30, and then out of bounds at about the 28, 27-yard line. Tackled there by Halverson. But Cox looked like he was maybe going to get sacked back at about the 15 and scrambles all the way down to the 28-yard line of Axtell. And only 10 seconds went off the clock. He got out of bounds, so that stops the clock without using a timeout. Hall and Robinson out here to the left side. Martindale to the right. In the slot right side is Cooksley. Out of the gun, it's a good snap to Cox. Out into the flat, they get it to Cooksley. He makes the catch and then run out of bounds by Bergstrom at about the 24-yard line. Let's see where they officially spot it, between the 23 and 24. Gain of about 4 or 5. Second down, a long 5 to go. 44.4 seconds left to go in the half. Hall comes out to the left side, so does Robinson. To throw, it's Cox going deep. He's got a man. Cooksley inside the 5, down to the 2. Bergstrom was right there defensively, but not able to bring Cooksley down until he brought the catch in, and Cooksley immediately takes a timeout. We'll take it with him. 37.4 to go in the first half. 44-20 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. .4 seconds remaining here in the half. It'll be Cox out of the gun. He'll take the snap, runs it ahead and into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown score with 32.7 remaining in half number 1. So Axtell scores, but Sandhills Thedford, as they have had all night long, comes back with the answer. This time, Kyle Cox on another run. This one a short one of 2 yards. Cox, man, they have him really spread out. He'll take the snap, roll to the right, throw into the end zone, and he connects with Mo Robinson for the 2-point conversion. That extends the lead to 32. 32.7 remaining in the first half. Sandhills Thedford 52, Axtell 20.
number 14, Jake Halverson.
32.7 seconds remaining in the half. It'll be Caden Zudevern to kick off for Sandhills Thedford. Axtell players back inside the 10. Halverson and Bergstrom. Bergstrom will take it at the 5, up to the 10, 15, 20. And he'll be brought down right about there at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. Carson Cooksley in there on the stop, along with Carter Anderson for the Knights. So we'll see what Axtell chooses to do, down by 32. 2 timeouts with 27.2 remaining in the half. They get the ball to start the third quarter. We'll see if they'll be conservative or try to go aggressively here. And they're going to show trips off to the right side, so we'll see what happens. Halverson out of the gun. 3-man front, being pressured. Halverson rolls to the right, looks downfield, throws. He's got Branstead. Branstead steps out of bounds back at about the 33-yard line, trying to elude the tackle of Cooksley. I don't think he intended to. Wanted to run further upfield, but actually for Axtell might have been one of the better things for him to stop the clock without using a timeout. That's going to be a first down pickup up to the 33-yard line. 18.6 to go in the half. 3 wide receivers now off to the left side for Axtell. Halverson, low snap, but he picks it up. Rolling to the right, being chased by Cooksley. Throws and intercepted by Hall at the 39, down to the 30, and knocked out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. And Sandhills Thedford picks it off for the second time in the first half. And they'll have 9.7 seconds and 2 timeouts in which to work with from 27 yards out. They lead it by 32 with a chance to put it 35 or more just before half, but they don't have very much time in which to work with. Here come the Knights up to the line of scrimmage. Martindale in tight to the left. Cooksley to the right in tight. Sandhills Thedford almost showing like they'll take a knee, and that's what they're going to do. They'll go to the locker room with the lead of 52-20 as Sandhills Thedford leading Axtell 52-20. Let's recap the first half scoring for you here. There's been plenty of it. Total of 72 points so far in this first half. It all started 16 seconds deep into the game when Kyle Cox rambled for 54 yards. PAT was no good. It was 6-0 in favor of the Knights at that point. Axtell took their only lead of the night at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter on a 1-yard touchdown run by Elijah Bergstrom. Halverson's 2-point run gave them the lead at 8-6. But it didn't take very long, a little over a minute for Sandhills Thedford to respond. Mo Robinson on his first rushing attempt of the night. 40 yards, and he took it to the house. Kyle Cox, the 2-point conversion called back because of a penalty, and it was 12-8, Sandhills Thedford. 54.2 to go in the first quarter. A 1-yard run by Kyle Cox. Cox connected to Robinson for the PAT pass and made it 20-8 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. That was the end of the first quarter. In the second, 10:18 to go in the half. A 19-yard run by Jake Halverson. PAT run was no good and made it 24-14. But since that point, Sandhills Thedford has bulged out a little bit. 10:05 to go in the half. 65-yard run by Cox. The PAT pass, Cox to Robinson, made it 28-14. Exactly halfway through the second quarter, a 2-yard run by Kyle Cox. Cox to Ross Martindale for the PAT pass, made it 36-14 in favor of the Knights. And in the last couple of minutes before halftime, some scoring. 6-yard run by Mo Robinson. Cox to Tyson Hickman for the PAT pass, made it 44-14. With exactly 1 minute to go in the half, it was a 12-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson. The PAT no good. 44-20 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. And then the last score of the first half, 32.7 remaining in the half. 2-yard run by Kyle Cox. Cox to Robinson for the PAT pass. And that's where we stand here at halftime. Sandhills Thedford 52, Axtell 20. We'll take a halftime break and then be back with you in the third quarter here on this video broadcast on Sandhills Express. Halftime score 52-20 in favor of Sandhills Thedford over Axtell as we get you ready for the third quarter. Again, the Sandhills Express broadcast video in our radio call being brought to you by a number of fine sponsors. You can see them up in your upper right-hand corner, and make sure you thank those fine folks. They include Bardun Enterprises, Duda Plumbing, Custer Public Power District, Redwood Inn, Higgins Ranch Company, The Spur, Painwell and Septic, Norm's Auto Repair, Triple G Ready Mix, KC Electric, Western Nebraska Bank, Sargent Insurance, Thedford Lumber, Anthem Coffee, Ewalt's Grocery, the Sandhills Public Schools, Wayne and Terry Licking, With Love Co. Photography, Hoffman Ranch, Sandhills Corral, Call's Garage, Security First Bank, Harsh Mercantile, Crossroads Auto, and Consolidated. Again, thank you to all those fine sponsors bringing you this video-only broadcast here tonight through the Sandhills Express Facebook and YouTube channels. Along with our videographer and producer, Jack Simpson, I'm Larry Cotner. The winner of this will advance to the quarterfinals next week, more than likely hosting Riverside. Riverside at halftime up big on Creighton, 54-12. And, of course, here in Dunning, it's Sandhills Thedford with a 32-point edge of 52-20. The Knights are in their black uniforms. They are going right to left as we start the third quarter. Axtell in the road white uniforms with the purple trail. Wildcats won the toss of the coin before the game and elected to defer here to the second half. And back deep will be Halverson and Bergstrom. Caden Zudevern, he's been busy at that kickoff position tonight. And he'll step into this one and boot it way deep through the end zone. That thing hit on the back line. It'll be first down and 10 for Axtell at their own 15-yard line. 52-20 the score. Both teams able to get on the scoreboard in the last couple of minutes. Twice for Sandhills Thedford, once for the Wildcats. Wide out to the left side is Branstead. They'll pitch it back to the right side. Lost the ball and getting back on it at the 13 is Bergstrom. Almost took off without the ball. He just bobbled it right away, and he'll dive on it at the 13. It's a loss of a couple and bring up second down and 12. Keep in mind, it's turned pretty chilly now. Temperatures have dropped down to close to 40 degrees. We started in the 50 to 55 degree range when the sun was up at 6 o'clock. It'll be Halverson on the keep, and he's going to be wrestled down. That might be a flag for a face mask. And two of them down. Halverson brought down, and Zudevern going to be, I think, whistled against here for bringing him down by just kind of scraping across that face mask. It'll be a personal foul face mask, so they'll say he brought him down by it. 15-yard penalty is going to take it out close to the 30-yard line after the 2-yard pickup. So first down and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball at the 30-yard line. Out wide to the right side comes Branstead. They'll give it off to Bergstrom off the right side. Not much running room. Zudevern will wrestle him down at about the 33. Helping out defensively, Carson Cooksley. And also Aiden Hall in there on the stop. Along with Ethan Rabu, 200-pound junior in there. So it's a short gain of 3, second down and 7. Ball between the 33 and 34 of Axtell. I formation, the fake on the give. Halverson to the left side, got good running room and a lot more, and he'll pick up the first down, take it all the way into the Knights' territory, inside the 25 down to about the 24.5-yard line. And that play has been effective tonight for the Wildcats. And Halverson's been able to execute it well. So first down and 10, the ball at the 25-yard line. They'll mark it on the left hash mark. Just underway here in the third quarter. Sandhills Thedford with the big 52-20 lead. Axtell trying to score on their opening possession of the second half. In motion, they'll fake the give to Benson. It'll be a keeper by Halverson, and he'll dive ahead to about the 23, gets stood up at that point. Turned back by Aiden Hall. Also in there was Aaron Hall. It's a gain of a couple. Second down, let's call it a short 8 for Axtell. The ball placed at about the 22-yard line. They have had success moving the ball at times against the Knights, but they have not been able to stop Sandhills Thedford at all. It'll be Halverson on the rush. He'll take it inside for a couple, maybe one or two. He'll take it inside the 20. Actually, they'll give him pretty good gain down to the 17. That's a 5-yard pickup. And bring up third down and 3, almost 4 yards to go. Third down and 3 for Axtell. And, of course, right now down by 32, everything pretty much 4-down territory for the Wildcats. Branstad will come out wide to the right. And back there, Benson with Halverson. They'll give it off to Bergstrom. He's got the first down as he'll take it inside the 15 down to about the 13 or 12. And Axtell moving the ball on their opening possession. They've used some clock as well. They've pretty much kept it on the ground the entire time here in this third quarter. Up to the line of scrimmage. Halverson will go out of the gun again. 2 running backs back there with him. They'll fake the give to Benson. Halverson, he'll take it in himself. Ducked in, found a seam off the left side. And that was a pretty good drive by Axtell as they get the score from 12 yards out from Jake Halverson. 8 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the third. And Axtell scores on their opening drive of the second half. They'll go up there for 2. 3 wideouts to the right side. And now in motion, Branstad will come in and tighten the end. Now in motion, right to left, Bergstrom. They're looking for him, and the pass going to be a little low. He would, even if he brings it in, would not been good enough to bring the 2-point conversion. Martindale in there on the coverage. But the 12-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson makes it a 26-point game. Sandhills Thedford 52, Axtell 26. Tristan Benson will tee it up for Axtell. The Wildcats scoring on their first possession of the third quarter. It's going to be an onside kick, and did it go to the 12 or the 10? It did not, but it was touched by one of the Sandhills Thedford players, but then covered by the Knights right at midfield. I believe it was Carson Cooksley who was able to cover it after Brandon Goshorn, sophomore up there, was tried to touch it, tried to bring it in at about the 39. So Sandhills Thedford with pretty good field position now in which to start their first drive of the second half. They still have a big lead of 26 at 52-26. Heavy to the right side. Cox will look to the right, now go back to the left. They set up the screen for Martindale, gets a good block. He's got running room inside the 30 to the 20 and run down at about the 18, 17-yard line. Making the play was Dominic DeYoung, but a good block out there leading the way. Tyson Hickman, who caught a pass for a two-point conversion earlier tonight off that screen that they set up to Martindale left side. He throws a good block to spring Martindale down to the 16-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. The Knights trying to answer quickly to the Axtell score. Cox, the snap, rolls to the right, wants to run, flags fly, gets to the outside, dances around. He'll be brought down from behind at about the 10, but this one might be coming back. We haven't had a whole ton of flags tonight, but where the official was signaling to the Sandhills Thedford sideline, he was giving the number of the player, and it looks like it'll be a hold. So instead of a gain of about 6 or 7, it'll be holding against the Knights, and that'll mark the ball back all the way to the 26.5-yard line. That was a spot foul, so that's pretty much going to make it first down and 20. Out of the gun, Cox looks downfield, now eludes the tacklers, gets off to the left, still being hemmed in, still rolls, throws on the run, and he'll throw it away. He did an unbelievable job just to not get sacked and then get rid of the football. Pretty good job up front by Axtell of hemming him in, but they couldn't bring him down, and Cox was able to elude all those defensive players and just get rid of the football. We played 4 minutes here in this third quarter. The Knights leading it 52-26. Up to the line of scrimmage comes Sandhills Thedford. Cox out of the gun. That's a low snap this time, and he'll roll all the way back to the 39, looks for it. Throws in the flats, got Carson Cooksley. Got a blocker out in front. He's inside the 15, inside the 10. He's got the first down at about the 5-yard line. And again, Kyle Cox just improvising in the backfield. This time he found Carson Cooksley. It's almost like it was set up that way. And he'll take it all the way down, and it's going to be close enough they might actually have to bring the chains in. I called it a first down. I thought it was there, but I thought he got to the 5. They mark him at the 6. And they'll stretch the chains. He has got a first down. It's still going to be about, now they'll stretch the chains, and it looks like it could be. They might have just broke the chain. Let's see. I think they might have just broke the chain. Now they'll stretch it again, and it is just short. So it'll be third down and inches for Sandhills Thedford, but they were looking at 2nd and 20. It looked like it might be a loss, and they were able to come up with a big play to get the ball down to the 6-yard line. 3rd and inches for the Knights. Again, the winner advances to the quarterfinals next Friday night, more than likely against Riverside. The Chargers were up 54-12 on Creighton at halftime, which meant they had a running clock in the third quarter as they started. Cox out of the gun on 3rd and very short. Long count. Ready to go. Takes the snap. He'll just run it up the middle. He's got some running room to the goal line, and in there, touchdown. 6 yards on the run for Kyle Cox as he helps Sandhills Thedford answer the touchdown by Axtell with a 6-yarder of his own. 58-26 now the score. And they'll try to go for points 59 and 60 right here. Trips to the right. Robinson off to the left. And it'll be Cox. He steps in, then throws across the middle. Finds Cooksley for the 2-point conversion. Tack 2 more on. 7:25 to go here in the third. Sandhills Thedford 60, Axtell 26. Kyle Cox with the 6-yard touchdown run on 3rd and inches. 2-point conversion pass, Cox to Cooksley, 60-26. Nearly halfway through the third quarter, and Caden Zudevern will kick off. It'll hit at the goal line, go on into the end zone, and the Wildcats will have it 1st down and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Good to have you along here on the Sandhills Express video-only broadcast. We'll have it again tomorrow night, actually tomorrow afternoon, for volleyball. Sandhills Thedford against Central Valley from Greeley tomorrow afternoon. Jack and I will be on hand for the volleyball match. You can tune in right here again tomorrow afternoon for D2 District Playoff Volleyball tomorrow afternoon. Give off to the left side, Bergstrom breaking tackles, and he's going to inch his way out to about the 17. It looked like Cox kind of had a hold of him, able to slow him up until Cooksley and Hall were able to help bring him down. After a gain of a couple, it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Cold evening. It started out fairly pleasant. Temperatures 50 to 55, but the jackets, the hats, the gloves, they've all come on. Not too bad up here in the booth. A little breezy, a little cool at the edge of the window. In motion goes Bergstrom. Off to the left side, Halverson, he's had some success. High tackle, he'll be brought down by Aaron Hall at about the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, they're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage and bring up 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 17-yard line. The Knights in control, 60-26. Trying to put the hammer down now here in the second half and get ready to advance. And now Benson got a big start on the rest of the offense that time. Evidently did not get the message on what the count would be. And he showed that he had a pretty good takeoff. Nobody else was taken off, so they'll back up 5 yards to the 12-yard line, bring up 3rd down and 13 now for Axtell. Clock running, 5:50 to go, third quarter. Benson will come out wide to the right again. Robinson will have the coverage on him. Out of the gun, Halverson wants to throw. Got pretty good coverage, but it's going to break down. He's going to be sacked. Looked like he had a bit of a pocket, then he stepped up in the pocket, and Aaron Hall and Caden Zudevern converged on him back at about the 12-yard line. No gain on the play. 4th down and 13, Axtell. Carter Anderson will go await the punt back at midfield. So Elijah Bergstrom will step into his own end zone to punt this one away. Snaps a good one. Gets a good boot off to the right a bit. Anderson up to pick it up, and he'll be hit immediately by Halverson, but Anderson did a great job of hanging on to it. They'll officially mark him down at the Sandhills Thedford 39, and that's where the Knights will have it with 4:59 remaining in the third quarter, up 60-26. Sandhills Thedford, every time they've had the ball tonight, they have scored. They have not been stopped. Not one punt so far tonight from the Knights. They've given up some points, but Axtell has not been able to stop them at all. Pass into the flat for Cooksley. He's got the run, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Carson Cooksley, and for the third time tonight, Sandhills Thedford scores on the first play from scrimmage. This time it's Kyle Cox to Carson Cooksley on a 41-yard touchdown pass with 4:49 to go in the third. And now they'll go for 2 again as the Knights come up to the line of scrimmage. Robinson out to the left, trips to the right. Cox looks to the left. He's going to just throw it up for Robinson, and he brings it in. Two-point conversion is good. 4:49 remaining in the third. The Knights have opened up a big lead. They lead at 68-26 over Axtell. Caden Zudevern has it teed up. And now with the difference of 42 points, we have a running clock, the 35-point rule. After those 8 points, it goes up to 42 on the kickoff. Picked up by Bergstrom at the 11. He's got good running room off the right side, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 33 with the help of Carson Cooksley, who scored that touchdown for Sandhills Thedford. But once they mark the ball, the clock will continue to run. It'll stay that way unless the game gets under 35 points, and then they'll go back to the normal clock timage. So Wildcats will come up to the line of scrimmage. Branstead will come out wide to the right side. That'll be Halverson under center. Gives it off to Bergstrom, trying to get to the outside on the left side. He's got running room to about the 37-yard line, tripped up by Zudevern. It's a gain of close to 5 on the play. Brings up second down and 5 for the Wildcats at that point. Wildcats actually had a lead in this game early on at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter when they scored their first touchdown. Got the 2-point conversion. It was 8-6, but it only lasted for just a little over a minute. Give off the right side, and the ball across the 40. The mouthpiece came flying out of there from the runner that time, Elijah Bergstrom, but Bergstrom running hard, took the shot, and then takes it all the way into Sandhills Thedford territory at about the 37-yard line, so it'll be first down and 10 at that point. Ends are in tight. Branstead, though, out wide to the left. Halverson on a rollout to the right side, not going to go very far, maybe a couple. Stacking it up inside was Anderson. Cooksley and Cox out to the outside. Slow up that play. It's a gain of about a yard, yard and a half. Second down along 8 for Axtell at that point. Wildcats lost their first 4 games of the year, won their next 5 to get into the playoffs, and won their next 4 to get in the playoffs, and then won their first playoff game at Mullen last week. Fake give, and it is Halverson. He's had success with that play all night long, and he'll pick up a first down before Martindale wrestles him out at about the 25-yard line. Axtell has been able to get Sandhills Thedford's defense to bite inside on that fake a number of times and then roll out on the peel and get first down yardage. And Halverson did it again there. He's got good speed. Clock running, under 2 minutes to go in the third. Halverson out of the gun. Rolls to the right, running the option, ducks back inside, going to gain maybe a yard. That play really never had a chance. Aaron Hall, Kyle Cox in there on the stop. About a half yard on the gain. Second down, a long 9 for Axtell. Sandhills Thedford looking like they'll be hosting again next Friday night in the quarterfinals, here, either here in Dunning or up at Thedford. It'll be Halverson giving it up the middle. Of course, another quarter yet to go, but we've got the running clock. Give to Tristan Benson up the middle. He'll take it down to about the 20, 21 yard line, bring up third down and about 5. Riverside was winning over on the other side. They were in the running clock in the second half. Riverside would be the 6th seed in the West, or excuse me, 6th seed in the D2 playoffs. Sandhills, Thedford the 3, so because of the higher seed, they would host. Breaking tackles and picking up the first down is Elijah Bergstrom. As he goes off the left side, takes it down to about the 12, 13 yard line. And that 12-yard line has been a good spot for Axtell so far tonight. They have 2 touchdown runs from that position, one by Halverson, and the other one, well, actually both of them by Halverson. Give up the middle to Benson. We'll take it down to the 10, maybe inside the 10-yard line to about the 9.5. It'll bring up, now they'll mark it at the 9th. Second down and about 6. We'll see if they get the playoff with down to 1 second. They do. It'll be Halverson trying to get off the left side. Takes it down to about the 8 or 7 yard line. Zudevern will wrap him up at that point, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. After 3, in Dunning, your score, Sandhills Thedford 68, Axtell 26. We start the fourth quarter. Axtell looking at a 3rd down and 6 from about the 8-yard line. In motion left side, Benson. They'll fake the give. And it'll be Halverson to the end zone and knocked away by the defensive player that time. That was they bring up 4th down. Check that was Robinson back there defensively, able to knock that one away. So 4th down and 6. Axtell up to the line of scrimmage, trying to put some points on the board. Out of the gun, Halverson being pressured, rolls to the right, throws for the end zone, and not able to bring it in was the intended receiver back there. Double covered, trying to bring that home was Branstad, and Sandhills Thedford will take the ball over. 1st down and 10 at their own 8-yard line. Well, one score to pass along to you in the D1 playoffs. The South Loop Bobcats season comes to an end tonight. They ran into a buzzsaw up in the northern part of the state, losing to Summerland 46-0. Congratulations on a good season to the Bobcats, but it comes to an end tonight up in Antelope County. The give off the right side, not much running room. And we'll see, we got some new players it looks like in there. Nope, that's Robinson off the right side. Going to lose a couple yards. In there defensively was John Lammers. So it brings up a 1-yard loss, 2nd down and 11. Clock still running with 10.5 minutes to go in this one. Hall will bring in the play. Cooksley, Hall, and Robinson all out to the right side. Martindale to the left. Second down and 11 from their own 7. Cox back. Quarterback draw. He's got good running room. Breaks a couple tackles. Spins. Still on his feet. He's got a first down. Dives ahead past the 25 up to about the 27, 28-yard line. Kyle Cox moves the chains. First down and 10 for Sandhills Thedford. Well, the Knights trying to just secure this victory and move on to next Friday night's game. Axtell just trying to come up with some big plays in their final 10 minutes of the season. 2 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the left for Sandhills Thedford. Back there is Robinson with Cox. Back to pass. Cox got a man out there. Almost intercepted, intended for Hall. Elijah Bergstrom had a beat on it, and then it looks like he may have cramped up at about the 34-yard line. Kind of grabbing for his calf. And, you know, people say, you know, it's too cold for people to be cramping up, but it's been so dry, you can pretty much cramp up at about any old time. They're going to take a look at him and see if they can work that one out. And those can be very painful, but fortunately about cramps is you can walk them off and then get back into the ball game a little bit later. Again, we do want to remind you we'll have another Sandhills Express video only tomorrow afternoon featuring the Sandhills Thedford volleyball team taking on Central Valley in the D2 district playoffs over in Greeley. Winner of that match advances to the state tournament next week in Lincoln. It's a rematch of a district matchup between those two teams from a year ago. Central Valley won that one in 4 sets, but we'll have it for you tomorrow right here on Sandhills Express. We'll have it on the Sandhills Express Facebook and YouTube channels. Still trying to work out the cramp, and we'll take a break. Well, unfortunately, it appears it might be a little bit more than a cramp for Elijah Bergstrom, as he is not putting any weight on that left leg, and he has had such a good senior year. Hate to see anybody end their season like this. He is, check that. Yeah, he is a senior, 175-pounder that has ripped off 200 yards or more in the last 5 games of the season, including last week's playoff win. Back to pass. Cox looking downfield, going for Cooksley. Cooksley goes up, takes it away, inside the 20, inside the 10, all the way down to the 6-yard line. Cox to Cooksley. They make the connection again. Field position wasn't bad for DeJean. DeYoung was back there to try to bring him in, and now Cooksley comes up a little shy, and he's going to be on the ground. Flag is also down way back at the 20, and we'll see what this is all about. Most of the players are going down to where the ball was marked, and it looks like Cooksley might have come up with a little bit of a hand injury. So now personal foul roughing the passer against Axtell. So that's going to get tacked on with 8:36 remaining here in the game. So it'll be half the distance from about the 7-yard line. We'll take it inside the 5. First down and goal from about the 3.5-yard line. They'll mark it right about where you would go for a 2-point conversion. And the Knights up to the line of scrimmage. Clock running again. We're in the running clock protocol as we're past 35 points with a 42-point difference. Cox out of the gun. They'll give it off up the middle. Not much running room. Carrying the football was Hall that time. Aaron Hall. Not much running room. Maybe got about a half yard down to the 3. Second down and goal as we hit the 8-minute mark of this game. Ball right into the middle of the field. Hall back there. He'll be back there with Robinson. Martindale in tight. Aiden Hall in tight on the right side. They'll fake to Robinson, throw into the end zone. Hall brings it in. Aiden Hall gets in on the scoring action. Cox off the play action, puts it on the money with 7:38 remaining here in the ball game. It now makes it 74-26 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. The Knights have racked them up here tonight. They'll go for 2. Three wideouts to the right. Cox looking over the defense. Good snap. Looks to the left. Throws. Gets rid of it. And was it in there? Yes. Robinson had to go low to get it, but he got it right at the goal line to tack on 2 more. 7:38 remaining here in the game. Sandhills Thedford 76. Axtell 26. And once again, Caden Zudevern has it teed up. Still, Sandhills Thedford has not punted in this game tonight. They have kicked off a lot. Up by 50 points. The kickoff, squibber down the middle, picked up by Halverson at about the 13. Got some running room, trying to get to the outside, eludes one tackler, and he'll be brought down at about his own 36-yard line. And the Wildcats will have the ball first down and 10 at that point. Sandhills Thedford, we'll see if we, defensively, it looks like they're going to pretty much have most of the same players out there. Does look like James Reiser, a 160-pound junior, going to play out there now over on the left end. Anderson and Martindale out there defensively. Out of the gun, Halverson wants to throw, looks across the middle, rolls to the right. Gets rid of it, and towing the sideline and making a great catch is the freshman Tristan Benson at about the 31-yard line of Sandhills Thedford. That'll move the chains first down and 10. Wildcats now just trying to play for pride. They go up to the line of scrimmage. Branstad will come out wide to the left side. Hunt to the left side, to the right side, back to pass Halverson. Being pressured, eludes one tackler, Still on his feet, rolling to the left, knocked in the air, and incomplete. Making a great play defensively that time for the Sandhills Thedford Knights was Ethan Rabu, 200-pound junior. Almost came away with the interception. He knocked it up in the air, but couldn't bring it in. It'll bring up second down and 10. We're over halfway through the fourth quarter. Again, the Knights looking to go 10-0 on the year now. And they'll be hosting another round in the quarterfinals next week. The give off the right side, Bergstrom, he'll take it down to about the 25-yard line. In there on the tackle, Aaron Hall. Also Carter Anderson in there. Third down and 4. Gain of about 6 on the play. Bergstrom will dot the I. Benson in front of him. Under center will be Halverson. Deep pitch over to the left side, Bergstrom. He's got the first down. He'll take it inside the 20 and wrestled out of bounds at about the 15, making the play defensively. We'll have to check that number. Don't have him in our lineup. So it'll be a first down at the 19-yard line. First down and 10. Halverson throws into the flat. Finds Lopez. Lopez going to be wrestled down after a short game to about the 13-yard line. James Reiser bringing the receiver Lopez down to the ground. Gain of a yard, second down and 9. Halverson, deep pitch over to the left side. Bergstrom takes it inside the 8, and then the ball's knocked loose, but Hunt able to fall on the football. And it actually will end up as a bit of a gain to the 8-yard line. Third down and a long 4 at that point. Clock down to 3:40 and running. Deep pitch right side. Bergstrom trying to turn the corner, cuts back, tripped up a little bit, dives ahead, lost the ball again. Sandhills Thedford say they have it. We'll see what the official says. And Sandhills Thedford does come away with it. Bergstrom, who had some severe cramping earlier, now down on the field again. And it looks like, and there's also a flag down back at the 1-yard line, so we'll have to see what that's all about. Again, we do want to remind you that tomorrow we'll have the D2 district from Greeley here on Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook. Jack and I will be on our way over there. We'll have the video-only broadcast for you, Sandhills, Thedford, and Central Valley. We'll take a little bit of a break. 3:29 remaining, 76-26, Sandhills, Thedford. And by the way, we have identified our number 40 out there, listed as 32 in the program, Mason Cooksley, 230-pound sophomore. And after the fumble, Sandhills Thedford will take the ball over at their own 5-yard line, leading 76-26. And that's where the penalty evidently was against Axtell because nothing changed from it. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Knights. And new quarterback in there. I believe that's Cox. Anderson. Carter Anderson will go off to the right side. He'll take it up to about the 8 or 9 yard line. Close to a 5-yard pickup for the freshman. And bring up second down. They'll give him 5 on the play. Second down and 5. And even though he went out of bounds, the clock will continue on the 35-point running clock. And Sandhills Thedford not looking for much right here. Anderson will run to the right side this time, and he'll get wrestled down at that point by Alec DeBoard. Just a freshman, 6 foot, 170-pounder. So a lot of reserves in there for both these teams. Got a correction. That's actually back there. The quarterback is Brandon Goshorn, 130-pound sophomore. And he'll come up to the line of scrimmage. Mason Sutton also in the backfield. Deep pitch to the left side, running up across the 10 to about the 12-yard line will be Goshorn. Goshorn with the gain. It'll bring up fourth down and about 3 for Sandhills Thedford with 1:49. And we'll see if Coach Tyson Cox elects to punt it away or just go ahead and go for it. Cooksley going to check back in as Henry Dahlberg, 320-pound freshman, going to check out. And it looks like maybe punting situation. It looks like, well, they're going to run the clock down, then take a timeout. Talk it over. We'll do the same. 1:25 remaining. 76-26. Sandhills Thedford on top. Couple of other scores to pass along. Some area teams. Twin Loup season comes to an end. 38-0, losing to Archangels in the D2 playoffs. And it'll be a running situation here. And it's going to go ahead and punt it at the last second. Coming up as Halverson made the catch at the 31 and then got wrestled down right away by Rabu at about the 27. So Axtell will have a first down and 10 at the 27-yard line with 1:16 remaining. As I mentioned, Twin Loup, their season came to an end, losing 38-0 to top seed Archangels Catholic out of Humphrey. Earlier tonight in D1, South Loup lost to Summerlin 46-0 in the D1. So they are done for the season. And at halftime on our one of our radio stations, KCNI, 96.3, it is Silver Lake with a 32-12 lead on Ansley Litchfield. Ball is fumbled. New quarterback in there, but picking it back up. He'll take it inside the 25 to about the 23, 22-yard line. Benson, the new quarterback for Axtell. And it looks like they're going to take a timeout with 38.2 remaining. 76-26, our score. Sandhills Thedford on top. Axtell ready to go out of the timeout. Second down and about 6. And whistle blows before the snap of the ball. Benson now the quarterback. Off to the left side, Xander Sandman. They'll pitch back. Carrying the ball, Nick Dahl. Dahl cuts back and wrestled down at about the 23-yard line. Rabu in there once again for Sandhills Thedford. 18 seconds left, probably the last play of the ball game right here. And Dahl will take, it'll be Benson. He'll roll off to the left, trying to turn the corner, and he'll be brought down. Making the individual play was Thatcher Tion, 135-pound sophomore. Should be the final play. It is, as Sandhills Thedford wins it over Axtell. Your final score, 76-26. The Knights improved to 10-0 on the season. They'll advance to the quarterfinals, more than likely hosting Riverside, who was up big time on Creighton in their match. And I would guess that one is probably up at Thedford, but that'll be next Friday night. Let's recap all the scoring for you. There was a lot of it, 102 points scored in this game tonight. It all started 16 seconds deep. 54-yard run by Kyle Cox. PAT no good. It was 6-0 Sandhills Thedford. Axtell took their only lead of the game at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. 1-yard touchdown run by Elijah Bergstrom. Halverson with the 2-point run. It was 8-6 at that point. Minute and 3 seconds later, though, Sandhills Thedford took the lead for good. A 40-yard touchdown run by Mo Robinson. Kyle Cox's two-pointer was a fail, and it was 12-8 Sandhills Thedford. 54.2 left in the first quarter. It was a 1-yard run. This time again, Kyle Cox. Cox to Robinson for the PAT pass. 20-8 at the end of the first quarter in favor of the Knights. Lots of scoring in the second quarter. It came early. 10-18 in the second. 19-yard touchdown run by Jake Halverson. PAT run no good. Closed the gap to 20-14. But that's as close as the Wildcats got the rest of the night. Sandhills Thedford had an answer 13 seconds later. 65-yard touchdown run by Cox. PAT pass Cox to Robinson. It was 28-14 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. Cox, right at the 6-minute mark of the second quarter, tacked on another one, a 2-yard run. He got it out to Ross Martindale for a PAT two-pointer, and it was 36-14 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. 2:02 remaining in the half, 6-yard run by Mo Robinson. Cox to Tyson Hickman, the guard eligible PAT two-pointer, 44-14. Axtell able to close the gap a little bit with 1 minute remaining. A 12-yard touchdown run by Halverson, the PAT no good. 44-20 in favor of the Knights, but Sandhills Thedford not quite done in the first half. 32.7 remaining, a 2-yard run by Cox. Cox connects with Robinson for the PAT pass. 52-20 in favor of Sandhills Thedford at halftime. And a little bit more limited scoring in the second half. Axtell with their best drive of the night to start the third quarter. Used up 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Capped off by a 12-yard run by Jake Halverson. PAT no good. It was 52-26. But then it was all Sandhills Thedford the rest of the game. 7:25 remaining in the third. A 6-yard run by Cox. Cox connects with Carson Cooksley for the 2-point PAT pass. 60-26 our score. At the 4:49 mark of the third quarter, 41-yard touchdown pass from Cox to Cooksley. Cox to Robinson for the 2-point conversion. 68-26, and the 35-point rule went into effect, and the clock started without stopping unless the officials stopped it. And that left just one more score. That came with 7:38 remaining in the game. 3-yard touchdown pass from Kyle Cox to Aiden Hall. The PAT pass was Cox to Robinson. And your final score, 76-26. Do want to remind you, tomorrow we're going to have volleyball for you again here on Sandhills Express on the YouTube and Facebook channels. It'll be Sandhills Thedford taking on Central Valley from Greeley. We'll be there live with both the audio and the video, but only here on Sandhills Express. Be tuned in for that just a little before 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'd be happy to bring that to you here on Sandhills Express. Do want to remind you, one of our stations that's incorporated in with Sandhills Express, KCNI, airing right now. It is a 6-man first-round matchup. Ansley Litchfield down at Bladen taking on Silver Lake. You can tune in to 96.3 FM KCNI, KCNI1280.com, or download the free app, KCNI free app for coverage on that. Brent Apperson and Kirk Crowley in Bladen at halftime. Ansley Litchfield was trailing Silver Lake 32-12. Before we go, we want to say a big thank you to all of our fine sponsors bringing you this video broadcast here tonight. Consolidated, Crossroads Auto, Harsh Mercantile, Security First Bank, Calls Garage, Sandhills Corral, Hoffman Ranch, With Love Co. Photography, Wayne and Terry Licking, Sandhills Public Schools, Ewalt's Grocery, Anthem Coffee, Thedford Lumber, Sargent Insurance, Western Nebraska Bank, KC Electric, Triple G Ready Mix, Norm's Auto Repair, Painwell and Septic, The Spur, Higgins Ranch Company, Redwood Inn, Custer Public Power District, Duda Plumbing, and Bar None Enterprises. Once again, your final score here tonight from Dunning. Sandhills Thedford gets the win over Axtell, 76-26. They'll advance to the quarterfinals in D2 next Friday night. For videographer, producer Jack Simpson, I'm Larry Cotner saying thank you for watching in here on Sandhills Express.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice-looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it.
and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calero sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed. Out to Connell. Deep three.
Wow.
Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my crew